I'm not wearing a mask on the beach. Ah! The excitement is palpable. It's beach day after 2 hours driving out to the beach here, still making our way. We're excited to enjoy some beach adventures with you here today. Let's check it out. As you can maybe see, a bit of rain as well coming on down this morning. Hopefully it'll clear up for us throughout the day, but we shall see how things go. Now stepping on to the beachfront here, and look at this kind of view here along this walkway. Really cool to see kind of this lake feeding up towards this kind of natural greenery and trees, this kind of house neighborhood, maybe hotel series back there as we're making our way towards the beachfront. Excited to step on the beach here today and share today's adventure with you. And just like that, we have arrived, now stepping on to Sand Key, a public beach of Clearwater here. Excited to check it all out. There's a lot of beaches in the area, as you could envision, just coastal area going on here, but this is Sand Key Beach. My understanding is maybe we'll be checking out Bel Air Beach, or maybe this is Bel Air Beach. Maybe this is just a kind of a part of Bel Air Beach, but excited to be here on the beachfront today. And look how open it is. Now, it is first thing in the morning, right? It's really early. I mean, really early. Like, we got here at like 9, which was a little over 2-hour drive. You're talking about getting up before 7. But either way, still so glad to be out here today. Excited to share the adventures of the beachfront with you and the beautiful properties and just land and decor in the area as well. Very nice to see. If you look out towards the water here, you'll see it's very, very open today on the beach. Not many people out here at all. So nice. We got Mike over there. And again, it's not too many people. The water is very, very clear. The ground here is a little bit darker, I feel like. The sand, not too clear and sandy, but lots of shells in there. If you're a shell collector, definitely could enjoy some of that. And beautiful view of the city up there with these hotels all along the water and the city up there. Love the views here today. Excited to make our way all the way around and check it out. Let's see what this one's all about. Already fantastic. Look how level this ground is as well. Gotta appreciate the level sand. Makes it really easy to walk on. I might try barefoot in a bit. As we find our spot, I'll keep my flip-flops on here. Now experiencing the beach barefoot here, and it is nice in this kind of shelly area. It's a little bit bumpy, a little bit shelly and pointy if you're up here by the shells, but it looks like as we make our way towards the water, it's going to be a little bit more flat, a little bit more level. You can see people are walking down there, not up here without shoes on. So, oh, I see where you're coming from. And already in this area, feet are feeling so much more comfortable. You can see footprints moving across here. We saw some boat activity kind of further down. I'm not sure if it was this water body or one of the other ones kind of further down in another direction, but you can see some kind of water going on, some boating, some really small boats back there if you look really closely, kind of in this vicinity. There's one out there, some not jet skis, but like motor boats in that area. This one might be more of a sailboat or a rowboat, I'm not really sure. Looks like maybe they're fishing on that one, where they're just kind of driving around on that one, having a grand old time. There's even kind of a, what is that, like parasailing going on. If you look all the way in the back there, there's a boat pulling a parasail. Beautiful, beautiful time here on the beach. So glad again we can check this one out and see all the fun festivities. Walking down here kind of on the water is a lot more comfortable on the feet, and I know masks aren't necessarily required, but I feel a little bit more comfortable wearing the mask. But it is really comfortable walking down here by the water, again barefoot. So if you're looking to do some barefoot walking, I'd say, again, closer to the water is the place. Not many people around me, which is fantastic. So a little bit of room, get some fresh air, enjoy the vibes, the sunlight and the water. Really fantastic way to start the day. And the day is just getting started here today at the beach. So much to see and so much to do. Most definitely do recommend walking down here closer to the water, as opposed to walking up there on that kind of shelly, tiley area where there is sand, but it's not quite level. It's not quite flat with all of the shells going on in there. There are shells kind of in this area, but again, it's a little bit more flat, a little bit more level. It feels like you're walking on a very comfortable surface. So it's not like quite a concrete, it's not a carpet. It's a concrete that gives. It's not fluffy like a carpet. I'm not very good at describing these sorts of things. Oh, look at this area too. It's kind of leveled by the waves. Wow, really, really interesting. You can feel the levels on your feet there too. Kind of look how the sand gives. Oh, that's fun. As you step on it, very cool. And Mike brought some fun festivities to enjoy here on the beach today as well. First of all, Mike, are you having fun so far?
I'm having fun. I love the beach so far.
All right, and what are you sharing here today?
Brand new toy to take some aerial photos.
All right, so we're excited to see the footage that Mike's able to get. Is this photos, Mike, or photos and video?
Photos and video.
Photos and video, look at that. There it goes.
Bye.
Mike's brand new, right, Mike?
Yep.
Very, very nice. Check out that drone, fantastic. Hopefully you enjoy it. Nice way to spend some relaxing time here at the beach. Absolutely love it. Nice clear day for it. Not many people. While Mike continues to get some drone practice going on here, Mike, enjoy the drone practice.
Thank you.
We're gonna make our way further down the beach, kind of to the right here, kind of closer to the city. And again, you can see some of these hotels that I passed by. I love this design of these hotels, right? It looks like they've almost got their pools kind of facing the beach. And that reminds me quite a bit of Alani, where we were able to get in that infinity pool and enjoy some of the beach as we were relaxing in the pool. Really, really nice kind of kickback. Enjoy the pool and have that beautiful beach view along the way. Fantastic way to kind of set up the whole dynamic there. Now, I did elect to put my shoes back on here when I'm walking on this kind of more shelly area. That area is great for walking without shoes on. But this area, I prefer the flip-flops. As I make my way down, I'm also thinking I'm gonna stop and take some photos, get some nice photos of the beachfront here for you. I can share with you whether it's on Instagram or elsewhere. Just take some beautiful shots of this beautiful day. Absolutely love it. Glad to be able to experience it here with you. See, to me, that city over there, kind of downtown area, looks walkable, but the more steps I take, the more I say to myself, that would be quite a hike. If I were hoping to make it all the way down to the city and back, I think that would take me a lot longer than you might normally anticipate. I'm not sure how many miles that is. Maybe I'll look it up, find out how far that would be to get all the way to that city area right there. But again, beautiful to walk along the beach. It's so relaxing, you know, to be able to take the time and breathe in the air, you know, safely, keeping our safe distance here. And it looks like, again, plenty of people are able to walk around here without masks on and keep their distance from one another, you know, never even get too close to someone, which I absolutely love. Really can appreciate this day and this beach here today for that purpose. Of course, it is really early in the morning, right? That may be another component. I'm used to not seeing too many people around first thing in the morning. Most of the time, whenever I go to theme parks or restaurants or anything else, and then later in the day, that crowd will increase. So hopefully that won't be the case here today. We'll be able to have a nice, quiet, relaxing time, and everyone will be able to continue to walk around and enjoy their own space, social distancing without the masks on. But we shall find out later on. And it's more than just people enjoying the beach here today. Yes, that's right. We've got a few of our birdie bird friends. Looks like Seagull and Sea Guy right here, right? Seagull and Sea Guy. Just kind of walking along, enjoying a relaxing day on the beach. Seagull and Sea Guy, we'd love to hear your thoughts on, wait, we want to interview you. Want to see what you think. Wait, are you enjoying the day? Sir, ma'am, what do you think? Okay, bye. We're out. And I'm looking at the map here on my phone, and it looks like Clearwater Beach, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but Clearwater Beach is about 4 miles this way. So I wondered to myself, because I'm pretty sure I've been to Clearwater Beach. I have been to Clearwater Beach, but it's been a really long time. And I'm pretty sure it is kind of similar. Maybe it's just at the very end, like where that downtown area is. Maybe just on the other side is where Clearwater is. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe that city area is about 4 miles. I feel like that's a stretch, right? There's no way that's a full 4 miles because I can see it so clearly. But it very well might be. I'm not sure I'm gonna take the time to try to walk it all. That might take me, again, if it's 4 miles, might take me about an hour or more. But again, nice to be able to see it. And maybe just get some drive around, get to see what all that looks like later today as well. You never know. But really do enjoy the sun on the beach and really enjoy the kind of quietness and the distance that people are able to keep out here today. I was just thinking about it, and I do actually really appreciate how Seagull and Sea Guy wanted to keep their distance, right? They want to make sure they're following social distancing since they're not wearing masks, so that we all have our kind of safe distance. So Seagull and Sea Guy still back there enjoying the beach, kind of keeping their social distance. So I can definitely appreciate that. Now it seems today Seagull and Sea Guy here are people watching. Not really sure, just kind of hanging along the beach, you know, walking along. And look, there's another one of their friends kind of in the skies. But these guys prefer relaxing here, kicking back on the beach. Yes, don't you, Sea Guy? Yeah, look at him, a little snacking. A Seagull over there, seeing if she can find some snacks going on as well. Yeah, and look at these shells. on this land. This is really interesting to see this giant shell here and some of these other shells around. Really cool to see. I'm thinking I may actually try to make that walk, maybe even enlist Mike's help to join me here as we walk down this way. But there's a lot of birds hanging out on the beach. We got seagull and sea guy still, and then another one of their buddies down that way. You see they're flying around us and they're joining us here on the land. Can definitely appreciate seeing our fine feathered friends as we make our way. And Mike is joining me for this walking adventure. Mike, how are you liking the beach so far?
I love it.
I'm so glad to hear it. What is your favorite thing?
You know, it's the lack of people. We basically have a lot of the beach to ourselves here. It's really, really nice. You know, it's a little bit overcast today, but just being out here smelling the water. You can smell the salt water in the air. It's an amazing feeling.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Now, are you ready for this walk to come here today?
Yes, absolutely. We'll see if I play with the drone anymore. Still TBD, learning how to fly.
There you go.
But having a lot of fun, no doubt about it. Love it.
Yes, and one thing I forgot I haven't done here yet today is I haven't checked the water. Of course, the temperature's nice. It's comfortable. I want to say it's not too hot, not too cold. I'd love to see how the water feels temperature-wise. You can see there's a chase going on over there. A child chasing a bird. These are the festivities, people, that we truly enjoy here on the beach. The chase is on. She almost got it, but oh no, it has wings and flew away. The chase continues. Will she get it? Will she get it? And no, the bird is off. She's still watching. Oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. And the bird takes off again, but not very far. Okay, here we are, stepping into the water, making our way into the waterfront. About to feel the water for the first time. It's pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable water, not too cold. I wouldn't call it much colder than the land here, which is nice. Pretty comfortably temperature-wise, at least for me, which may mean it's on the warmer side for maybe some of you. You know, you might enjoy the temperature of the water here today, and I might spend more time out there in a little bit. So I'm glad to be able to check that flavor temperature out, and maybe we'll spend some more time out there later. I'm not wearing a mask on the beach. Ah! Oh my gosh, is Dave not wearing a mask? Dave, where's your mask? What happened? I've got it right here in my hand, but I'm taking those few moments where I've got absolutely nobody around me to enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the relaxing feeling of air in my face yet again, until I wrap my face for another cold winter and hibernate through the season. Michael, you're unmasked here today.
Yes.
How's that feel?
Feels great.
Yeah.
Feels great.
It's nice that we are able to keep that distance, right? You can see, again, nobody within that kind of 20-foot radius, which definitely makes the both of us feel more comfortable. I continue to have moments where I'm not wearing my mask. Like, Dave, what's up with that? Don't you like to wear your mask all day, every day? And sometimes I do. In fact, I've been putting it on a lot. But it's nice to get those moments of wind and air. Yes. I've got to say as well, there's some really unique shells here. You know, these are more typical shells, but this is kind of large piece of something. It's almost like a clam, pieces of a clam or something. I'm not really sure, but so many of these larger shell pieces that you might not normally expect, at least I'm not used to seeing on other beaches, that you'll see here in the Tampa, Saint Petersburg area. Very nice to see and to be able to experience here. As we make our way along the beachfront here, and I'm moving towards that final objective, you'll see plenty of exits for individuals to go back to their resorts. So as I make my march forward, lots of different places for people to go back to their property if they're staying at one of these resorts. And for us, the adventure continues. Now, you may already know we saw Sea Guy and Sea Gal here on our walk, but I don't know if you've taken the time yet to meet the rest of the family. You can see kind of sitting back here relaxing while the other two are adventuring. We've got Sea Grandpa, Sea Grandma, and Sea Gary, the cousin, twice removed from her mother's side. Yes, you can tell which one is Gary, right? It's the middle one. They look a little bit different than the other two. Yeah, there you go. They're enjoying a relaxing day as well. And bigger birds, look at that, like a whole duck down by the beach. People in the water, kind of bobbers in the water, nice to see too. So you know exactly how far out you should or should not go. And as you've already seen, beautiful kind of sand here, some beautiful shells. going on, some bigger ones, some smaller ones. Lots of nature to enjoy as we're getting closer and closer to our final destination of the city ahead. I don't think we'll be able to get all the way, but let's see. I like the look of this resort here, specifically those kind of Polynesian style huts. You see those kind of straw huts for people to sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful views right here on that property. So again, I just want to give you a closer look kind of through the grass here. You can see those kind of beach themed chairs with those straw huts. Definitely love that classical Polynesian vibe and style. Reminds me a lot of Alani as well. Now the dynamic here is very interesting. I'm excited to share this piece with you. Look how the beach has kind of gotten wider as we've made our way down further, kind of closer towards that city area. You can see the beach got a little bit wider, right? There's this kind of green shrubbery dividing this back section, which is significantly larger with that front section where a lot of people are enjoying walking. And so I kind of have this whole back section here to myself, but show you a bit of that front section as well. People walking by the water, the sand kind of looking more natural, and then a lot of this shelly area where that kind of divide between the grass and the ocean here. Beautiful to see. Again, this section got larger in front of this really nice looking resort. Kind of looks like a citadel or something along those lines. I'm continuing to make my way down and find the end of this side of the beach, and we'll show you exactly what that looks like. Stay tuned. And as the beach gets wider here, I can't help but feel like these resorts behind me are getting larger. I'm not sure if they truly are, but if you look further down, the brown one doesn't quite seem as wide specifically as some of these resorts, like this kind of, I guess that yellow one though kind of blends in with that green one back there. This one looks quite tall as well as wide, this brown one ahead of us. So very cool design, all sorts of sizes and shapes here in terms of these resorts as we continue to make our way to what looks like the end. As we reach this point in the beach up ahead, as you can see, there's a great divide, a grassy land that separates the beachfront here on our left, with many people walking by with that view of the water and the ocean, and on the right, the road less traveled by, where you can see less people, really no people. And it looks sandy, but it's not quite as sandy beachfronty as the one on the left. And I think that we'll take the road less traveled by. What do you think? Was this the right choice? Stay tuned to find out. And something tells me it'll probably allow us to loop back around to the ocean front as well. You can see it kind of starts off with this little green shrubbery, and then kind of further ahead into it, you've got more grass. But again, I think you can probably at least see to the ocean, if not find the way to loop back around, or maybe I'll just have to turn back around at some point altogether. We shall see. Taking a closer look at the shrubberies that divide the dry land from the water land, you can see it's actually a series of little grassy bushes with walkways in the middle. And I'm taking a look inside to bring to you a special message about what's inside this area. And you can see a little hole with a water bottle in it. You can see lots of bushes, and I'm walking not on the sandy side, not on the oceanfront side, but actually in the middle of this divide. I'm truly alone here in nature. Unbelievable sights, maybe never explored by anyone ever. Just kidding. But it's fine. You can see some areas here are more open than others. You've got kind of grassy areas dividing that section, whereas this is one of the most open sections. It does seem like this is a walkway, but I'd love to actually get back out to the pure dry area as well without the grass going on in here. And sometimes there's a clear path to get back there, and sometimes there's just not. There's just not. Like, look at all this. It's just grassy, 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 grassy everywhere, rocking everywhere. After much deliberation and careful thought and effort, and maybe 50 steps, I've escaped the grassy area and have returned to dry land, where we can envision a much safer and more comfortable adventure. I feel like I'm extremely close at this point to that city area, but it also looks like I'm coming up on maybe the kind of forefront of this Sand Key Beach, right? There's tents set out and chairs set up. This may be what most people are enjoying as a beachfront. Wow, so maybe we were in kind of the quieter part of it, the less enjoyed part of it, and here is where all the amenities are, chairs and otherwise. So is this another beachfront we're coming up on? Am I about to experience two beaches in one day? Two beaches at once? I'll tell you, the excitement is palpable in the later part of this vlog. So excited to see what might unfold as we adventure on our own into the wild, wilderness, and I just stepped on that shrubbery, and now I have grass in my shoes. As I was enjoying the grasslands to my left, I'm just now realizing I've been even further separated from the resorts on my right. That's right, the beach has expanded yet again, and now I'm kind of in the middle. But it's a huge kind of beachfront, again, with grasslands on both sides of us, the ocean way down there to our left, and the hotels way over there on our right, and what looks like a whole nother beach still ahead. But it's been quite a walk to get this far, I must say. I'm not sure what time I started this walk, but it's been a hot minute. You know, people are saying this is one of the greatest walks that we've ever done, one of the most exciting adventures. And I'll tell you, I love the beach. One of my favorite places is the beach. And so we're going to enjoy the beach with you here today. Well, I've just about made it to the ends of the grassland here. Maybe steps through this grassland back to the beachfront. But I've been reunited with the waterfront here ahead. And this is clearly the far more populated part of the beach. You can see volleyball courts. You can see lots of people on towels with umbrellas, some chairs, and this is the part that kind of gets you a lot closer to the city. I've made it to the end of kind of the quiet part of the beach here. I'm now seeing the more popular part of the beach. Now, the question is, do I venture further in? Maybe not. Do I venture into the water? Perhaps. And then will I take the waterfront to get back? Most likely. This part of the beach features not only a lot more people, but all the activities you saw before. The parasailing is taking place down that way, jet skiing even back here, and lots of people walking along the water now, including yours truly, myself, yes, making our way down to the waterfront. Lots more people walking this way. We got masks on, and we're going to venture on down. I'm thinking we'll kind of head back in the leftward direction, but still very, very cool to see. Maybe I'll check out a little bit more this way, a little bit. I'm now finding myself regularly in the water here. Look at this, up to almost knee level so far. Making my way towards this more populated part of the beach. It's definitely a slower trudge through the water, so maybe we'll walk on the sand for a little while longer. But very, very nice to see. And look, this part of the water definitely has a lot more people going on, including way off in the distance there, almost looks like a pirate ship. That's so crazy. So cool to see what's going on down here on the main part, what looks like, of this Sand Key Beach. Or maybe it's a whole different beach. Maybe we were on Bel Air, or that's kind of between Bel Air Beach and Sand Key Beach. Really interesting to see. Now here's where the crowds are picking up. You can see a lot of people out here. A little bit harder to keep that distance out here, with people relaxing in chairs on our left, people playing volleyball in front of us, and even the birds thought this was a more popular beach. So they've decided that this is the one to be at. This is all where all the cool birds are at. You know, all the birds and birdettes. You can see, you even have couples bird walking right here. Look at this, couples bird walking. That's not seagull and sea guy. This must be bird and birdette going on right there. Birdo and birdette, maybe. Look at this, lots more people running around, having a grand old time. So glad to be able to see kind of both perspectives here today. Ooh, chasing the birds away. Look at that, he's running and they're flying. Oh, he thinks he's got one. He thinks he's got one. I love to see the kids chase the birds. It's pretty funny. All the birds just fly away. He's like, go birds, go. Go birds, yes. Run from me. I'm big scary. Oh ho ho ho. And this is where the crowds really pick up here on the beach. Some sort of event. It almost looks like a volleyball tournament or something along those lines. There's even a flag over here, which may tell me exactly what's going on. But there's a lot of people playing volleyball. It says Beach Rider. Not really sure what Beach Rider is. Maybe it is. Oh, look, it's a hotel. So Beach Rider and then the hotel Sheraton is listed on this thing. Again, still just trying to get an idea of exactly what's going on. If they're just playing volleyball because they're in the hotel or what exactly. But lots of people having fun on this part of the beach. Further down this way is where we can find Mike, kind of around that curve. Look how far we've come. Look how we have grown. You can see we've made quite a way on this side of the beach, but now to head back in the other direction. Maybe even walk further down that way. I'm not sure if that will happen here today, but it might. Let's see what things look like. But awesome to be able to check out this part of the beach, more populated, see what's more quiet, and really get to know the beaches in the area. Something else I'm finding a little bit different about this area, I'm just now appreciating, is kind of the sand and the shells. I feel like it's a lot more kind of textured here, where it was maybe very level back there. Maybe because a lot more people spend time up here than that other part of the beach we were on. But you can see kind of a lot more ups and downs the hills. You'll find very bumpy parts and very level parts, a lot more shells down there by the water specifically. And especially right here, very heavy shell area. To walk through this area and be careful, just back to back, bumper to bumper shells. But if you like to collect shells, definitely worth checking that part of the beach out. Now, I'm passing by the grasslands again, and the crowds are most definitely picking up. I am not saying this is very significant in crowds. It actually still seems quite quiet. But maybe a piece of this is because I'm now walking on the waterfront. Remember, before, I walked out here on the grassy side, and now I'm walking along the waterfront. And I am enjoying, of course, being able to put my feet in the water and walk through the water as I go. I put my shoes back on because the shells are a little bit hard on my feet right around here. But I love being able to be by the water. Look at the sand dune right out here. Oh my gosh. Maybe I can walk along that. You can see, wow, this is going to be really interesting to walk on this sand dune here while the water floods past us to the right and to the left. You can see there's still running water on my left, and I'm on a sand dune in pretty shallow water here, which is awesome. Really cool to see. I'm wondering if this water at some point will begin to pull away this sand dune. And I'm also wondering how I'm going to get back inland when the sand dune ends. Definitely something to be concerned about, especially since I have my cell phone in my pocket. My cell phone's in my pocket. Here we go, wading through the lows, and we're back out onto the highs. Another sand dune. Fortunately, bailed us out on this one. Oh, but that was knee high, and right now I'm walking completely out of the water on this sand dune. Really, really interesting dynamic, interesting setup, if you can see it clearly. Kind of, again, high parts and low parts right here at this level. Ahead, other people will be on these sand dunes. Might make my way back inland, but love to be able to experience them and this bright sunny day in Tampa Bay. Look at how high this water is on my left. This is in front of me. This is the ocean. This is like a pond here on my left. It's like, I don't know if that's knee height quite, you know, maybe more like a calf height, higher than ankle height, but it's water indeed. I'd be interested to know what creates this kind of curvature. Again, sand dune on the right, sand dune on the left, but in the middle there's this wide opening that the water maybe has cut through. Again, maybe boats get out that area. Not boats obviously, but who knows, maybe most people walk out that way. It's just kind of made the dent bigger. But it's not very interesting to see. You've got waves kind of crashing on either side, but not really down the middle. Just a natural phenomenon we can appreciate here together. So here we go. I'm walking along this sand dune and coming up on another kind of gap moment here. The gap between the sand dunes. But something else that I'm observing, which I'm finding very interesting, and I always am interested in these kind of vacancies here in the sand dunes, so I'm even going to walk through it. Look how deep this one is. Oh my gosh, it's like knee height. It's like knee height. I made it out. That boat's sitting out there in the water. What are they doing? They've been sitting out there for quite a while. Are they looking for like a rescue? Someone to come fix their boat? They're just kind of hanging out, looking out, relaxing. I don't know, maybe they're fishing. I just can't see the poles. Who knows? So that's the front side of these sand dunes, right? Here's the back side. I'm almost done with the sand dune thing, I swear. But look at the levels, kind of how they come in here. Really, really interesting, kind of on their way out as they flow back into land and more water and then land. This looks like, again, sediment or something going on here. The sand is really loose when I touch it with my foot. It's such an interesting design of how nature would create these little dunes in the water and maybe help to build our land. I'm just appreciating from a new lens, a new perspective, as I've walked all the way up and down this beach. But just infinite mass of water that I can walk along comfortably on this sandy beachfront, just enjoying all the different views, all the different perspectives. That boat, which is clearly just sitting around waiting for something, or maybe watching parasailing. So just the waves crashing on in, the markers out there in the water, the sailboats further out. So much to see and appreciate on the water. So glad to be able to enjoy a beach day with you here today. A few fishermen here, and along with the fishermen, we've got these little birdies. Look at those little birds enjoying maybe some of the catches that the fishermen aren't getting. Some little snacks here along the way. Always nice to see the birds on the beach, and this is a whole new kind of bird. We've been seeing the seagulls, but this guy's more of a crane with a white body, an orange head. I'm no bird expert, so feel free to help me out. But Nice to see the fishing going on, the bird eating fishes. So lots of fish consumption. Sorry, fish. And we've rejoined Michael after our walk here. Mike, you've been enjoying some relaxing time here. How has it been here on the beach? Just sitting back and kicking, relaxing?
So nice. So nice. It is an overcast day, not as sunny as other days on the beach, but having all the space to ourselves, I feel like is so nice. Flew the drone around, had a lot of fun with it, but just kind of chilling after a lot of time being inside, chilling outside when possible and when safe. Really nice.
Yep, most definitely nice to be out, and so glad we've got our own spot here. Fantastic day for it. And now we are stepping into the water. You see our area is slowly filling up with some more crowds, some boats and people and more, but I'm taking the time to step into the water. I feel like the temperature here is quite nice of the water. We get to relax and enjoy it, and I want to see kind of how far we can go here. I don't want to go too far right now. I don't think I brought a towel with me actually, but it's still nice to check it out, explore the nature. You can see kind of these natural green shrubberies and more. So much to see. So relaxing to see these waves roll in. It is a little chilly actually. I'm cold. Most definitely a little chilly going on in here. Yeah, it's cooling in like a not so great way, but that is a-okay because we can take it. And I'm seeing a smiley face up there on the parasailing. Really cool to see. You've got, again, in addition to those boats and those people enjoying some time, that parasail, and someone's got a smiley face as their parasail. I like it. I'm wondering if that kind of barbell out there is to mean no going past this zone unless you're maybe on a motorized boat or something along those lines, or maybe it means for the boats don't come in any further. Maybe it means both. Maybe you shouldn't swim past that, and maybe you shouldn't boat in past that. And it's, again, nice to kind of see more of the beach. You can see the crowds picking up, but I'm really loving the day. Really sunny and bright. The sun's really starting to come out. It is about lunchtime, so we'll see if we can grab some food here momentarily. But love it. The waves are rolling in. They get stronger the deeper in I go. Now, we're not all that deep here. You can see only about hip height. Maybe get a little bit higher to like mid-level height, maybe chest height at some point. But again, I don't think I remembered to bring a towel. So that does pose a challenge in terms of getting dry afterwards, which is why I'm thinking maybe just kind of waist height here is a safe way to go. I love to feel the waves and kind of roll with the waves. You know, even kind of surfing and activities like that are a lot of fun for me. But maybe for a future day. Today, just relax and enjoy it. Get some sun. I'm loving the tan that I've got going on as well, that I'm hoping to get going on. We'll see. And now we're water dancing. Yes. Get the shakes going on. Get your exercise. Do your cardio with the top half while you enjoy the water with the lower half. The best of both worlds. Exercise on the beach. Maybe I should do some push-ups on the sand later as well. But you gotta enjoy the water dancing to be had. Reminds me of Moana a little bit. For lunch, we've got some homemade sandwiches here today. Brought those in a cooler. That's the way to do it. Gonna enjoy these, and then we'll be back to the fun beach activities. Lunchtime complete. It's now time to resume our walking adventure. This time, heading in the other direction, and it sounds like Mike will be joining us for this one. You ready for it, Mike?
I'm ready, let's do it.
Let's go. As we're walking, we're seeing there's a variety of beaches along the way. I think we're at, what is this? Sand Key Beach, making our way maybe down to Bel Air Beach and Indian Rocks Beach, just to kind of see all the beachfront out here. We're just kind of walking along, see how far we want to go, or if we want to come back and relax in this area. Nice to see it all here today. See some new sights, some new buildings, hotels there on our left. I like this kind of gray cylindrical one. All the fun here today. And Mike did some research here and found that these are actually condos. At least most of them are condos, not hotels. So I wanted to make sure I gave you the most up-to-date information there, that these are condos. It's very interesting to see. I feel like that'd be a really cool place to maybe be based, be able to live, relax, enjoy a beautiful beachfront each and every day. And the crowds look pretty significant moving forward here. Maybe all the condo tenants prefer to hang out in this area. So maybe we'll turn back around, continue to enjoy the beach, just walking back and forth or walking in some of these more quiet areas. But it's nice to be able to see it here today. Another thing I've observed a couple times, but this one's got a cage. Do not disturb sea turtle nest here. A little notification on that right side, the cage, and kind of some pink wrap around the area. Nice to see they're keeping those sea turtles safe. I'd love to see them kind of on the move, making their way towards the ocean, but who knows? Maybe someday we'll see that. And it was a fun morning here at the beach, but now with the crowds picking up, maybe we can do some driving around adventures, see some of the different areas, neighborhoods out here, maybe see some of the other beaches or some of those shopping centers, food venues, city walks, or more. Let's find out. Now on the move, and you can see all kinds of, again, apartments or condos or other places to stay or live on the way. You can see even some for sale. Very cool to see. But this is just kind of some of the buildings that we see along the way. Looks like Bel Air Beach, Bel Air Key, a lot of those names that make you think that we're now in front of that Bel Air Beach area, and so much more to explore via car in this area as well. Pretty close by Bel Air Beach here, some beautiful houses you can see with their backs to the water. Really makes you feel like that'd be a fantastic kind of backyard to have. It's fantastic to be able to live right in front of the water. You can look out the window and enjoy the water, maybe on your back patio, or just walk down into your backyard and enjoy some beach time. Absolutely fantastic. But again, really nice houses, really nice neighborhoods it looked like in this area as well. And it's nice to just kind of get the grand tour, see the different style of these houses. Look at that one. Absolutely fantastic. And we just drove around this Indian Beach parking lot as well. Looks very crowded in there, but nice to see kind of what some of these different areas look like in terms of how many people are out and about, in terms of what those beach fronts look like. Look like very blue kind of looking water from a distance. I didn't see too far into there, but it's nice to kind of drive by and see what these neighborhoods look like and see what these beaches look like. Now making our way out of the beach area past that Indian Rocks Beach sign, and now making our way over this bridge. It's all so cool to see, and I'm glad we had the chance to experience it all here today. Really fantastic day at the beach. Looking forward to checking out so much more of it in the future. And this bridge is really cool as well. I love how we travel over these water bodies, making our way to that beachfront, especially if we're heading out to that little island, the peninsulas here off the coast of Tampa. I like it. Those final landmarks as we make our way out of the Tampa, Saint Petersburg area. There was a blue sign, and there is this waterway. Looks like a bridge that maybe kind of intersects large parts of Florida. Here you can see some sort of city skyline ahead up there. It's maybe a little bit tricky to see way off in the distance somewhere back there, but it's a beautiful view of the water. Gotta love being on the water and just kind of looking and appreciating the water as we make our way back from the beachfront today. Really fun all around. Thanks so much for being a part of the adventure with me today. I hope you enjoyed the adventure, and if you did, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures. I'm excited for what the future may hold. So much to do, so much to see, and so little time. Thanks for being a part of it, and until next time, play on. I'm not wearing a mask! Ah!